Hello, class. This is Tika Gomez, and this is my discussion on integrating technology. Okay, so the first question we were asked is what evidence do you see and hear by watching Mr. Provnost differentiating instruction through interactive games that supports what has been learned thus far regarding setting and communicating learning objectives, using the gradual release model, giving feedback, and assessment? Okay, so my first point is Mr. Provnost in the video on the teaching channel in 2011 communicates that learning objective when he states to the class, today we are going to talk about adding and subtracting. So that's the way he states the objective of today's class. The next point, in regards to feedback, Mr. Provnos states that feedback is given immediately when the students are practicing independently on the computer games. We also see him giving feedback to the students while they're in groups. So when he's teaching the students, he gives feedback. Also, when their students were in their small groups, the teacher was also giving feedback. The next point, the teacher is following the gradual release model that Miss Westling spoke of in the video on the teaching channel. Mr. Provnos is shown teaching the students a lesson when the students are working on problems in groups and learning moves to a more independent approach when they're on technology. So when they're on computer games, they kind of do their own thing, and it's differentiated that way. And also, they work their way through the different levels, so that's kind of like a gradual release. The next point, they direct their learning using tools that are right for them and at their level. Some students are seen using their fingers to solve problems, others may use a whiteboard, and some may use technology. Mr. Provnos uses formative assessment when he does board together with the students, also during the group time, and also when he says, once I felt students were really getting back into the rhythm with addition and subtraction, that's when I move on to computers. So after they go over the content of addition and subtraction, he's assessing them to see when they are ready to move on to computers, the whole class. So I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, next one, how does he specifically structure his lesson to incorporate technology? How does using technology promote differentiation? Well, I really liked how he did it. Mr. Provno seems to have technology play a huge role in his class, using it to reinforce learning and also differentiate instruction. I really like how his integration of technology supports differentiation in his classroom. Um, his use of video games motivates the students to subject mastery and gives them a competitive edge, as well as allows students to master the concepts at their own pace, level, and with the learning aid that best suits them. So, referring back to the video, you see the students, they're using their fingers, they're using the little whiteboard thing that was given to them with the dry erase marker, and so they have different methods they can use. Okay, and the next one, what evidence is there of varying levels of cognition? Identify the levels of depth of knowledge, DOK, you observed in students reaching their various stages of the lesson. Okay, so we can see the differences in cognition and the depth of knowledge because some of the students were working on Planet Turtle, which was the first games that they should master, and the other students were working on Dreambox or using the iPod. So by using the various technologies and platforms and software, the teacher could differentiate. So if the student was at one level, they do this; at another level, they do that, and they can move up that chain. Okay. The next one, how do you believe this type of learning environment makes students feel about their capabilities with math and why? Well, I think this type of environment gives kids the math skills that they need in a palatable form. Kids love games. Most seem very competitive, and it's also a safe environment because they're only competing with themselves. It also frees up the teacher for the students that struggle the most in the math concepts he's teaching. With the progression of the games and increased difficulty, it doesn't hinder students from advancing if they need to. Uh, so it also seems that this model would give students a sense of ownership in their learning. All right, and here are my references from Edtopia. I hope I'm saying that right, and the Teaching Channel. Thanks for listening.